Say hi. You have fans. You have fans and they love you. She's very talkative because she hates me. She's decided I am the spare human. And her other daddy is her primary. All right. Tell them that I'm the spare. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is David and this is David's Closet, and here we talk about handbags, accessories, small leather goods, all of those fun, fabulous things from the male point of view and on a budget. If that's something that's interesting to you, please subscribe to my channel, watch the video, comment, like it, and do the same with all my other videos. I would greatly appreciate it. I am so close to my 1,000 subscriber goal, so please, please, please hit that subscribe button if you don't already. If you already do subscribe to my channel, thank you so very much. I am so appreciative of you. Today's video is actually pretty fun. I came up with the idea today while I was just kind of killing time in between, you know, tasks at work and all of that fun stuff. And I'm doing if I had to get rid of one bag from each fashion house, what would it be? So this isn't a tag, and I've never really seen anyone do this. I'm sure people have, but I haven't seen it. I know I did a similar video with Julie from Asian Bag Review. If we could only keep one Coach bag, what we do? And that was probably about a year ago now. So this one I'm doing, and I am challenging all my friends to participate and do this with me. So I'm going to tag some people below. Even if you're not tagged, please participate. I just ask that you tag me in your video and mention me, that way I can see it and watch it, because I love these kinds of videos. What I'm doing for this video is for every luxury house that I have, and I'm just doing handbags, not SLGs. I'm picking one bag that I would get rid of if I had to. If I was told you have to get rid of it, which one would it be? And then maybe I'll do one that's the opposite. If you could only keep one from each house, which one would it be? From the brands where I only have one bag, I'm obviously not going to be able to do the exact same thing. So what I will do there is explain to you, if I was told I could trade the bag I have for another bag from the fashion house, which bag would I buy? And, you know, would I keep the bag I have for now? Now, disclaimer, I think one of these bags actually is for sale right now when I'm filming. Majority of these are not. They will never be for sale. I absolutely love these bags. I do a really good job at curating my especially luxury handbag collection with bags that I actually want to keep and I don't want to get rid of, because it's a lot of liability and stress when selling some of these. When you're selling a Coach or a Kate Spade, it's a couple $100 max, which is a lot of money, but if something happens and I'm out that money, it's not the end of the world. Whereas if I'm selling a Louis Vuitton and something happens, I get scammed or it gets lost in the mail, whatever it may be, I could be out thousands. So with that being said, let's get into this, because this could be long and I'm gonna not speak a lot. I'm gonna try to go fast. The first brand is, and I'm just grabbing them as they're all around me, Longchamp. So I have two lay pliages, and if I had to get rid of one, it would definitely be my medium long handle in the gray, and this is the green edition. So the little tongues, which are tucked away in here, you can kind of see there, it's a kind of a green piping. I do believe that's like a recycled nylon material that's used. I like this bag a lot, but if I had to pick one, it would be this. I've only used it once this past weekend, actually. We went on an overnight and it was perfect for that, but I do have a lot of other bags and travel bags that are just as good. So not necessarily something I would need. I would prefer to keep my small over this. So this one would be on the chopping block. The next brand I'm just grabbing here is Rebecca Minkoff. And Rebecca Minkoff, I have two Edie bags. I have the maxi in the black kind of caviar-ish style leather, or the grained leather. And then I have this beauty, this grained soft leather with the gunmetal hardware and this lovely purple color. I really do like this bag. I think it's very pretty. I think the Edie's are definitely slept on and definitely underrated. I think it's a great bag for the price, and I even scored this for an amazing deal. I'll try to remember to link that video below. But out of the two that I have, this one I've never actually used. I did put all of my things in it, and it just doesn't fit the way that I want it to fit for it to really be a good everyday bag. And I actually have quite a few occasion and like vacation bags right now, so I don't really see this getting used a ton. So if I had to choose, my purple Minkoff Edie bag would go. Next fashion house, and I only have one bag from this one, and that's Fendi. So here is a Fendi bag. Here's the Fendi bag that I have. Sorry, guys. It's just a Fendi Boston. It is vintage. I got a hella steal on it. It's not in the best of condition. The glazing has some cracking, but overall, I think it's really good for how old it is and the materials that are used. I do think a lot of these fabric Fendi bags that are vintage tend to have leather problems. So would I get rid of this for another Fendi bag? Easily, no. Absolutely not. Right now, there's nothing in Fendi's current lineup that I think, in my opinion, is better than this, especially for the money that it would cost. I would like a baguette, but again, a baguette is very small, not super functional for me. So if I had to choose, I would always choose the Boston bag. I love Boston bags, as you know. So this I would not get rid of for anything in the current collection. Even the current Boston bags they have are not this. There's something about this that I like much better. So this is a no. I would not get rid of it for a new Fendi. Next is Prada. Now I thought about this and I thought it would be easy. I thought I knew what bag it was, and as I was preparing for this video, I kind of looked around and I said, you know, if I was really getting rid of one bag from each brand, I have to look at what I have in my collection and, you know, what functions they serve, all of that stuff. So the bag I originally was going to get rid of, I don't really have a lot else that serves that function. So I looked at it a little bit harder and I decided I'd actually get rid of this one. Now I love this bag. This is my most used handbag in my entire collection. I adore this bag. I never want to get rid of it, but if I had to, I would. And that would be my black Prada satchel. I do believe these satchels are actually from the Made for Factory lines, which I don't really care that much. I got a deal on them, so I could care less. I paid less for both of them combined than one would have cost even in the outlet. So anyway, I prefer not to buy outlet bags, but these are an exception because they're that bowling bag shape and I just absolutely love them. The reason I would get rid of this one, for example, over my blue one, I don't have a ton of blue bags, so I definitely would want to keep that. And I do have a lot of black bags of a similar shape and size. For example, my Givenchy Antigona. I have my Prada Hobo bag, which is a very similar size, not necessarily shape, but same function, soft, smushy, black. And that one has silver hardware, which I love better. I also have my Empreinte leather Speedy 25. So I have a lot of bags that serve the same function. So if I had to choose a Prada bag, this one would unfortunately be the one to go. Next is Coach. And this one is easy because this bag is currently for sale. I believe you saw it probably, this video is going up in June, hence the Pride Month stuff. So you would have saw my vlog style sale video a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago. I haven't had my yard sale yet. I'm pausing my Poshmark for a day while I have a garage sale at one of my friend's house. So there's a garage sale tag on this bag with what I'm willing to take for it at a garage sale, but it's easy because it's up for sale right now, and that is my Coach Tate Carryall 29. This bag is beautiful, and I absolutely had to have it when it first came out. I pre-ordered it, I waited, and it arrived, and I just don't get the joy out of it that I thought I would. I think it's beautiful. I think the leather is scrumptious, but there's something about it that I just don't reach for it. I don't know if it's maybe a hair bit too feminine, which I don't like to say because these are all handbags, so like what the heck am I saying? But there's something about it. I just don't reach for it. I'm not buying Coach right now. I have a vintage Coach that I don't know if you've seen yet, but I am clearing out my Coach collection because I buy them because they're pretty and they're reasonably priced compared to other brands, and then I just don't use them. So this is definitely the one that I don't use the most, and it would go. And maybe by the time you're watching this, it's sold and someone else is loving it. Next brand, I only have one bag, and that is the Marc Jacobs The Tote Bag in this lovely mustard color. I believe it's called Sunflower. And the question is, would I trade this for another Marc Jacobs bag? Again, kind of like Coach, it's a brand that I'm just not as passionate about right now. So would I trade it for another, you know, the only bags I really would trade it for would be The Tote Bag. And honestly, no. I love this color. I love that it's different. I considered buying it in the taupe color, kind of like the beige tan. And then there's like a slate gray blue color that I considered as well. I didn't want black because it shows every fuzz and piece of lint on this material, but I decided to pick this up because on Fashion File, it popped up one day, and actually Autumn sent it to me and said, you've got to check this out. I do believe I paid retail for it, maybe even a hair bit over. But I love this color. I wanted something different. In some of these brands that aren't the brands that I'm most passionate about, I try to find things that are more unique in color so I can justify them a little bit better in my head, and I'm more apt to use it for occasions. So I do love this color. I'm not a huge yellow person, believe it or not, but I love mustard on a few things, and this is one. I just think the words pop so well. It's not neutral, but it's also not too over the top like a lime green. Caleb Snell, while I'm filming this, he is doing his live sale, and he did a video about some of his bags, and his Telfar tote is that electric green color that makes him glow green. This is not that, and that's what I wanted to avoid when buying things that are pops of color. What you see behind me, majority is not mine. It's my husband's collection for Pride Month. So those are not necessarily my preferred style, but I do love this, and I would not trade it because I love the color. Next would be Tiffany & Company, and all I have is this absolutely gorgeous turnlock top handle bag in this lovely taupe color with the gorgeous, gorgeous blue interior. Now, James Jam and I, we have a lot of the same taste, I'm learning. And there's been a few bags that like I've purchased and I've sent to the group chat, and she's like, oh my gosh, I saw that, or I've favorited that. This is one of those bags. And would I trade it for another one? No, I wouldn't. I love this bag. This bag is probably one of my favorite bags, and I say that about all of them, but this one truly is absolutely something special. I don't know what it is. She's not in perfect condition, but she's mine. I love her. I paid next to nothing for her. I paid less than a Coach outlet bag almost for her, so I can't complain. There are a couple other Tiffany bags that I'm eyeballing, and when I unboxed this, I showed a clip of a bag that I almost bought as well. That one would be on my list, but this one is a non-negotiable, would never, ever, ever part ways. It's just beautiful. I don't like any of the current Tiffany bags that are in the store, and a lot of the preload bags that I've seen, they just don't tickle my fancy as much as this thing does. So no, she's a keeper. Next is Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton. Okay, guys. Now this is gonna be no surprise. And Jean, I want you to come at me in the comments because I like to make him cry. Okay, that sounds mean, not cry. I like to make him cringe because I know he thinks I'm absolutely insane for not liking this bag, but I don't. And someday she will go. I just don't know when or how. But that is my Montaigne MM from Louis Vuitton. Guys, she is gorgeous. This bag is very pretty. I think kind of like the Tate from Coach, it's just a little bit too feminine for me. There's something about it that I just don't reach for it. It's in really good condition. I got a good deal on it, I feel. Now at Fashion File, it didn't have the strap, but I did buy something in hopes that it would make me want to use it more, even though I'm not a strap shoulder bag kind of person. I thought maybe if I have some versatility, I would use it. And I've been looking for the monogram strap that goes with it, and I'm too cheap. I don't want to spend that much money on a bag that I'm probably going to get rid of. It might help it sell, but who knows. So I bought this, and it's a very similar gold, and it's just kind of like a seatbelt style strap. And I think it kind of looks good. So I'm going to see if I reach for this at all. To me, this is more of like a fallish bag. So I'm going to give it through the season to see if I like it. But anyway, it would go. If I was told I have to get rid of it, and of all the luxury bags I have, this is the one that someday more than likely will be for sale somewhere. So keep your eye out for it if you really like this bag. It has since been discontinued, but you know, it's not my style. It's a bag I bought because it was a great deal and I thought I would love it, and it turns out I just don't. So I did learn a lot from it, but this one would be gone. Next is Dooney and Bourke. I have one bag. It's the Kansas City Royals little wristlet tiny bag, and would I trade this for another Dooney and Bourke? No. Dooney and Bourke isn't my passion. I think they're beautiful. I love to watch my friends' collections. I know Julie of Agent Bag Review has quite a few, and Raquel. I think it's Raquel's Closet. She has a couple as well. And I know that they love them, but it's just not my passion. So I wouldn't trade it right now for any of their bags. I think this one's super fun. It serves the purpose. Again, it's a little bit quirky, but it didn't cost me an arm and a leg. And I just love this pattern. So I would not trade this or get rid of this for another Dooney. That doesn't mean there won't be any more Dooney in my collection though. Just right now, there's nothing Dooney that I'm dying for. Next is Kate Spade. This is another brand I've kind of told myself, unless it's something crazy or like an SLG, because I love contemporary SLGs because they're so affordable, I won't buy any. But I do have this vintage Kate Spade little nylon shoulder bag. My mom got this for me. She bought it probably at a thrift store, and I think it's super cute, and I absolutely would not trade this because every Kate Spade bag I have, I sell except this. No, I don't carry this. This is a display item and a collector's piece for me, but I absolutely love it, and I would never, ever, ever get rid of it. A lot of people don't know this, but Kate Spade is actually from the area that I lived in. It's where she grew up, I believe. So I like to have a little something from what I consider to be more OG Kate Spade. I'm not as big of a fan of the post Kate Spade collections now that Tapestry, you know, took over the brand. I believe that was like in 2014. I don't know for sure, but this is definitely OG Kate Spade, and I love it. So no, she's staying forever. Next brand is a brand I personally do not enjoy. I do not have a lot from, so I have two bags from them, and that's Michael Kors. You'll see one Michael Kors bag behind me, and then this one. And this is the one that I would get rid of if I was told I had to get rid of one. Now this is hard for me because this bag does hold some sentimental value. My husband did buy it for me when we were engaged, and it actually is for sale as I'm filming this. I have it priced a little high if you go to my Poshmark because it does have sentimental value and it doesn't take up a lot of room. So if it doesn't sell, it's not the end of the world, but this definitely is one I would sell. I just don't use messenger bags, and I kind of looked at I have three. I have a Coach one that I'll never get rid of because it's been well worn and it's not worth anything and it's not vintage, so it's never gonna go. But I have my Prada nylon and this, and when I compare them, my Prada nylon I like more. It's more flexible, it's easier to travel with, it's indestructible. This is a lot more stiff. It's that coated canvas, which, you know, isn't just as malleable and pliable as a nylon bag, a nylon bag. So this one would definitely go. Next house is Gucci. I only have two bags. This one was really easy. I love this bag, but if I had to choose between my Gucci's, my Ophidia medium tote is a goner. I absolutely love this navy collection. That's why I bought this, and my top handle, like Boston style bag in this print because I love it. I love the silver hardware. I love the navy blue with the red. I love that it kind of looks black from a distance. I just think it's absolutely stunning. But this tote is a little bit too big for me. I hate the straps. They need to be like another inch longer so it can shoulder carry a little bit more comfortably. Overall, I would really never get rid of this bag, but if I had to, this would definitely be the one I would get rid of. It's just not as functional for me. Next is Goyard, and I have one right now, and that is my Artois PM in the gray color. And this one was hard for me because they have a lot of bags that I like. The Hoba bag I think is cute, but I really like the Artois, and someday I do want an Artois in a different color, I think. I think I want the like emerald green color, or the traditional Goyard green. But would I get rid of this for that right now? I don't think so. But I really do like this gray. I think this gray is timeless. I think it's very fun. Again, I don't have gray bags, so I think that it's fun, it's different. With that being said, I also don't have green bags, so whatever. But no, right now I definitely would not trade this or give this up for another Goyard bag. But someday I'm going to add more Goyard because I really, really do enjoy this bag. I think it's beautiful. I think it's fun. It's timeless. It's something that if you know, you know. And I kind of like that. I like having something in my collection that if you know, you know. Hermes is a brand that I've talked about before. I think they make great bags. I think they're beautiful. I personally am not a fan of any of their quota bags enough to buy them, but I do like some of their other bags, like the Garden Party. That's another, if you know, you know. So I just love having something that's a little bit more exclusive, a little bit, you know, harder to know, harder to tell. I just love it, so no, I would not get rid of it. The last bag is my Christian Louboutin, and I have two identical totes in different colors. I have the East-West Cabata, and I have it in the brown color with gold hardware, and then the black with like the gunmetal-y hardware. And if I had to get rid of one, this one was really hard. But again, I will explain. I would get rid of the black one because I have a lot of other black bags. I have a ton of black bags. I do not have a lot of this like camel brown color, which you can kind of see it right over there. I don't have a lot. That's really the only one. So if I had to choose, this one would go because I have a lot of black bags, and that one would just make more sense to keep. The last bag, and I have them tucked away for bed because they are my babies, and I'm looking at them right now trying to decide. This is the one brand I did not decide before I filmed, and that's Chanel. If I had to get rid of one Chanel, I would never get rid of you. You know that, right? It would be this girl. No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. I swear. Okay, so seriously, it would be my blue Chanel Grand Shopping Tote if I had to get rid of one. Now, these bags are my holy grail dream bags. In real life, it would have to be something crazy for me to get rid of these. There's not even a bag I would trade the two I have for. I have the black with silver and then the navy blue with silver, both the older model with the caviar leather. The reason I chose this though, just now while filming this video, over the black one is I'm getting rid of the black Christian Louboutin tote. I don't really have another black tote. So, or I have black totes, but I don't know. There's something about the black one I love. So I would get rid of the blue one because I have the blue Prada bag, and even though I love blue bags, I carry black bags more. So for me, that's an easy option just because of that. But I love them. I love you. So that is all for today's video. I know it's a longer one. I'm watching the count right now. If you're a content creator, go ahead and copy this, do this video, tag me in it. I do ask that you mention me just because I am trying to grow my subscriber count. Also subscribe if you don't already, please. And then I'm gonna tag a handful of people below that I want to do it as well. Again, if you're not down there, don't take it personally. Please do the tag and let me know because I love to watch these kinds of videos. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.